Why do I do what I do? Good question, and I think it boils down to I love seeing people thrive. I love seeing people have their optimal experiences. It pains me when I see people self-shackled and restrained by their own patterns of behavior, when they've got all the skills, they're putting the hard work in, they're motivated, but they're just missing that key ingredient. And most of us aren't taught, we're not given a rule book or an education on how to manage our internal experience. We so often just expect it to be at its optimal when we want it. And we're thrusted into situations that we're not ordinarily prepared for. And so being able to show people what I've learned, show people what the great research other people have done and lessons from other people, and practically what's actually helped the people I've worked with is an immense joy to be able for someone to take that on board, integrate it into their lives, and then see them coming back with the smiles and the results. It's really rewarding. So I started as a young budding tennis player and playing at quite an elite international level for my country when I was a junior athlete, and I was left home very early and flew to America and experienced an intensive training camp at the Vandermeer Tennis Center in Hilton Head, and I loved tennis, but unfortunately got injured with my elbows and had to move on and find a different path where I could catalyze what I'd learned, but in a new environment. And I fell in love with self-development and had a lot of training which allowed me to engineer my life around my passions, about what I inherently enjoy and come alive doing. And I inevitably fell in love with a number of sports and set up an adventure sports tour operator in the UK and run that together with my partner for a number of years before selling it and moving on, and focusing on performance psychology and internal experience and optimal performance, and which inevitably led me to set up the Flow Center, where we can really gather a lot of intelligence from academics and practitioners and elites, athletes and performers, and digest that information and share it is the ultimate aim, to educate a generation of flow seekers. I believe for any coaching or training to work, it's got to go beyond the mind. It's got to go beyond just a cognitive understanding of what we've learned here. There needs to be an element of transformation or integration within the body as a whole. And it's got to be holistic and not just congruent with other areas of our life, but it needs to become embedded within our mind and body. After all, we have embodied cognition. What we think and do interacts with our mind and body. And as a result, when I'm working with someone, at least, a lot of our coaching environments are enabling us to do that. They take us out of our comfort zones, whether at the bottom of a pool or climbing up a mountain or just walking around a nice park. They're novel experiences that take us out of our normal patterns of thinking and allow us to move and think and learn at the same time.